Gary, Wigan Athletic at home on Tuesday night. Just want to start with Saturday and the loss of a couple of players. How is Pat Jones and Ed Turns after that nasty clash he had?
Yeah, Pat's not good. He's getting a scan today or tomorrow, I think. But obviously, whenever you see a player running that fast with the action he had, it's never good. So he'll have a scan on his hamstring, and I really feel for him. He's worked extremely hard. He has got himself to a level of fitness, played probably more games than he's played for a long time, and we felt like he was really coming into form, showing the quality that we know he has, and to pick up this is a huge blow for him. So really disappointed for him. Turnsey face was a mess after the game. Big thanks to the doc for stitching it. He's done a fantastic job, because it was a huge cut on his cheekbone. Thankfully there was no fracture or problem with his cheekbone, but a massive cut that the doc has patched up. It won't do much for his looks, but he probably didn't have much anyway, so he'll be okay in that department. But yeah, centre half, a proper cut that potentially could miss the game on Tuesday. We'll see how he is today. His eye was closing on Saturday night after the game, so I don't know how that is today. And I'm looking into potentially a mask as well that might protect him if he needs to play. So we'll see how he is today.
How frustrating is it that we picked up a bit of form, got some good results, and then we lose players like Pat, Ed, Demi, Trev? It's all just seemed to come in one.
Yeah, that's football. That's I think modern day football. So many games. It's difficult for players. I think the speed of the game is constantly going up. And it's something we're constantly trying to improve at that department, the sports science, medical, how we prepare the players. It's something we're going to really look into next season and try and change some things pre-season to maybe prevent these. But it's not just us that has this problem. It's football, it's sport that has this problem across the board. I look at top Premier League teams spending millions and millions of pounds on staff, on equipment, on technology, and still the injuries are there. So it's a difficult thing to deal with, but it's something we want to try and get better at next season, because when we have most of the squad fit and available, we pick up good results, and that has a big bearing on our results. So we have to try and make it better next year.
On to the game tomorrow night. Will it be strange not seeing a Wigan Athletic side coached by Sean Maloney? It's sort of the first time we've faced him since he left the club.
Yeah, I think it was a very harsh sacking. I think he was someone that loved the club. He done a fantastic job under incredibly difficult circumstances, with the finances they had, not being paid. They couldn't have wished for anyone better to lead the club in that period, and he done that with great kind of dignity, in my opinion. And it was always going to be challenging to then pick that back up, and it would take a few seasons. So I felt bitterly sorry for him. I think he's a fantastic coach, fantastic manager. So yeah, it would have been nice to come up against him as well. I always enjoyed coming up against him. They were really difficult games to prepare for. But I'm sure he'll be back in the game soon.
Ryan Lowe's now in charge there. What have you made of Wigan since he came in?
Yeah, it's obviously they're in a difficult position in the league, similar to ourselves, just below us, and they need to pick up points. And when you come into a club with that need to win games, but also a team that's probably not as confident or doing as well as they would like, it's a challenge. And every game they've been slightly different, so I think they're still searching for what their best team is and what their way of playing is going to be. I think that won't happen until next year. I think short term they're just looking to be hard to beat and to pick up points and win games. And Saturday they were like that. They played obviously Leyton Orient, who are higher up the league, a very good team at home, and they were very organised, very hard to break down, and got a clean sheet. And I think that is the foundation of what they're looking to do at the moment. But we know they have dangerous players higher up the pitch, and if it does start to click, then it's going to be a really difficult game.
When the players regroup today in training, are you wanting to see that hunger from them to put things right from Saturday?
Yeah, I don't think we can hide behind Saturday was really poor in so many different aspects, and we all have to take responsibility for that. I think what we done well last week was after Wrexham, we came back in, we were honest with each other, and we done something about it on the Tuesday night with a brilliant performance away at Barnsley. So this is, no different. We've had this experience last week, and the big thing for me is when we are poor, we have to hold our hands up and be honest and say that has to be better. I think there is reasons for that. The travel, the difficult week. It was a hot day, but I thought both teams we almost gifted the game to Stockport because I didn't think they were great. I've seen them play much better, and overall it was a poor game. But we have to focus on ourselves. We have to dust ourselves down and make sure that we change the performance level and change the outcome of the game, because we still want to win games. There's still a lot to play for, and Tuesday night has to be so much better.
We spoke at the start specifically about Pat and Ed. Is there anyone else who's concerns over for tomorrow?
Nobody with injuries. There's obviously knocks, there's some fatigue, which we need to get out the system today, and we need to, like I said, pick players who look hungry, look ready, look in their eyes and see that desire that I'm ready to go again. Body language and training, very important. We need to see players who are ready to put themselves out there and play at a level that's much better than Saturday, and try and get 3 points. And we've got 6 games to go where every game is so important, and there's still so much to play for in terms of points. Last season, can we beat last season's total? Can we finish higher than last season? We still obviously have to get over that 50-point mark, which more often than not secures your status in League One next season. So much to play for. The players, I hope, come in today with an eagerness to do something about Saturday, and like I said, if we do the same as we did last week, then it'll be good on Tuesday, and we'll kind of turn this around quick.